My mother spoke to me again today about the doctrine she has carried for decades, a world where God loses his people, where Satan steals his kingdom, and where history is a war of recovery because God was first defeated. I have heard this story many times, but today something was different. My mother spoke from fear of deception, fear of judgment, fear of losing what little she believed God still possessed. And while she spoke, I saw the world I once lived in, the world where human interpretation sits on the throne as the final judge of truth. When she finished, I did not argue, I did not teach, I did not correct. I simply asked, Mom, is your God someone who loses what he has? Is your God someone who gets his kingdom stolen? Is your God a lonely, defeated, powerless God? She said yes. And my heart broke, not for the argument, but for the God she was taught to imagine. I realized she wasn't defending doctrine. She was defending a God who needs help, a God who needs rescuing, a God who is always one step away from losing again. So I told her gently, Mom, the one who opposed God, that was me. I lived my whole life as the judge, the standard, the one who decides what is true. That is the rebellion the Bible reveals, not our rival God, but our rival self. She didn't understand. She grew frustrated. She hit my head and called me names like she used to when I was younger, and yet inside me, there was no anger at all. Because I have already died once, and the dead cannot be offended. I told her, Mom, I don't trust myself anymore. I don't trust my standards. I don't trust my own judgment. I trust God's judgment, even if that judgment sends me to hell. She panicked at the word hell, but I was not speaking about fire or fear. I was speaking about trust, the trust that God is always right, no matter what He declares about me. I told her, don't worry about my future. It won't follow my plans. It will follow His. She sighed, not in agreement, but because peace is hard to understand when fear has been your teacher for years. Yet while she spoke in fear, I stood in peace, not because I was wise, but because Christ has already ended the war. My mother's story is not finished, but today, a question was planted in her heart, a question only God can answer. And the one who saved me is able to save her too. Soli Deo Gloria.